जय हिंद। मैं सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी की तरफ से कर्नल प्रमोद कुमार, जो कि यहाँ पे एक जीटीओ की हैसियत से मौजूद हूँ, मैं आप लोगों को कुछ इंटरव्यू के बारे में बताना चाहता हूँ, जो भी हमारे कैंडिडेट जा रहे हैं या जो भी इंसान एसएसबी सर्विसेज सिलेक्शन बोर्ड में इंटरव्यू के लिए जाता है, उनको अपने जहन में, अपने दिमाग में रखें और उन चीज़ों को फॉलो करने की कोशिश करें, एंड दे विल फाइंड इट टू बी वेरी यूजफुल फॉर देम व्हेन दे अपीयर फॉर एसएसबी एंड get qualified. First and foremost, you have to be dressed appropriately. You have to be dressed up like a gentleman, and accordingly your turnout has to be absolutely tip-top, first class, on the top. Now, as far as the dressing up is concerned, you have to look smart. You have to wear a smile on your face, be cheerful, and be enthusiastic always. Remain happy, calm, and respond politely to all the remarks. Now, once you are there in front of the interviewing officer, be audible, not loud enough, not too less enough, but audible so that the interviewing officer can listen to you, all the assessors can listen to you. Sit straight and be comfortable. Do not be shaking your legs or move your hands on a regular intervals. Please refrain from all this. Then reply to all the questions which are being asked to you very confidently and very deliberately. Here I would like to remind you that in the beginning you are put through a rapid fire questions. Now in this rapid fire questions, you have to answer each and every one of them, preferably in the same sequence. Should you miss out any question from answering it, you could always ask the gentleman, "Sir, may I know this thing I have missed out?" And he will definitely be in a position to make you clear. Thereafter, whatever the PIQ form, that is your biodata, that you fill in, please be very, very careful and fill only that much short and sweet which you can answer, and answer confidently with in detail. And don't use something which you are not sure and you have to think on those lines. Please, I'll repeat it again. In that PIQ form, please fill up that only which you can answer, which you can show, and you can answer confidently in detail. As far as your hobbies and interest is concerned, your hobbies you must know in detail as to what it is and what the effect is, how you develop on it, and what are you doing for it. Okay, all these things put together make a total good personality. Now, whatever the time is you require to waste out, please be very, very methodical in your planning. Now, when I say this, there is a normal question which is asked as to what is your daily routine. And your daily routine means whatever the routine that you do right from the time that you get up and the time that you go to bed. How you spend that time. Remember here, whatever way you do, it should be continuous, it should not be idle. Because remember, idle mind is devil's workshop. You could always take a rest to recoup, but don't waste out your time and utilize your time in a positive manner for your improvement of your qualities, improvement of yourself. That is, a continuous improvement has to be there. Similarly, for your education part also, there is required to be no gap. you should always make sure that if there is a gap of a year or a couple of months, how you utilize it and how you justify it. If you remember all those things, the way I said, the way I trust them upon, and to tell you in a nutshell, you have to be a gentleman first, then anybody else. And if you are a gentleman and if you have those gentleman qualities, I'm sure no one is there who will reject you, and they will always appreciate you, they will always like you, and you're always welcome to them. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.